Look at that, the sun glinting off the sea in the Bay of La Concha, and there in the background the Royal Tennis Club of San Sebastián, which is the host for the second edition of the Pro Padel League, which day 3 today here in San Sebastián, Donostia, where everything is going to be decided. We will know after today who will play who on Sunday's podium day. Lovely day, at least at the moment, here in San Sebastián. We had a bit of a biblical day yesterday in all terms of the word.
Well, the heavens opened.
Both in the play and in the weather. The heavens did indeed open. Big style. We had thunder and lightning. We had Leo Ausberger, we had Pablo Cardona as well.
Lightning and thunder.
And so here we are on Saturday, keeping our fingers crossed for the weather. Fortunately, we're indoors. And also looking forward to some more paddle, because if it lives up to yesterday's standard, or even comes close, we are in for a fantastic time, Eric.
Yeah, well, day 1 was outstanding. Day 2, we saw the longest women's match. It was thrilling. There was a super tie break. There were 2 super tie breaks on day 2. But as Paul was saying, it's an important day here. It's the group stage. But let's take a look at the format and how the PPL works.
Starting tournament in Miami, the Pro Padel League is set for its second event of the 2025 season. For the first time in the history of the competition, the Pro Padel League will take place outside the United States, with San Sebastián, Spain as the host city. This will be the destination for the second event of 2025, and it will follow the following format. 10 clubs will take part in this competition, each with representation in both the men's and women's divisions. The competition will last 4 days, with each club playing 2 matches during the first 3 days. Men's and women's doubles matches will be played as best of 3 sets, with golden point and a 10-point super tiebreak in the third set. The top 4 clubs in both the men's and women's divisions, based on the records after the first 3 days, will qualify for Podium Day. The day 4 of the competition, called Podium Day, will feature the third place and final matches in both divisions, where the event champions will be crowned.
Well, this is what we have to look forward to today. We're getting underway with the beat. Again, they're on the early shift against the Houston Volts, who have a decent chance of getting into podium day. Then it'll be the San Diego Stingrays against the Polar Bears, who'll want to come back after a bit of a mauling yesterday against the Flow Rider Goats. Starting no later than 5 p.m. local time, that's Central European time. Miami Padel Club against the Las Vegas Smash, 2 other teams who have got pretty decent final day options. And we'll end up with the New York Atlantics against the Matrix. Obviously, there are chances after 2 matches that teams will be level with 2 wins. This is how things will be decided: who plays first, second, who plays third and fourth. If you've both won, it's head-to-head. That's not going to be a case today, but it'll be the percentage of sets won. If the teams have got the same amount of sets won or lost, then it'll go to the games, and it could even go down to points or a coin toss. It'd have to be really, really tight for that to happen.
And the points up for grabs. Now, of course, you take maximum 25 points because you've won the championship match on podium day. That's a big step towards qualifying for the City Cup in New York in October 19. For the team that finished runners-up, you win that third, fourth, playoff 15, 12, and then it's all the way down to 0 points. And Paul, you said it was a thrilling day of paddle here in San Sebastián. I think it's time to take a look at the highlights of what happened. 8 matches took place here on day 2, only 4 on day 1. We've got another 8 to look forward to here on day 3.
We had a dramatic about 13 hours of paddle on court. We started off with the LA Beat against the Stingrays, a West Coast derby, and the Beat started off really well with Bárbara Las Heras and Martina Fassio playing Veronica Verceda and Claudia Jensen.
Well, they started off by taking a thrilling first set. They led big in that first set. They were pegged back. It looked like momentum was with the Stingrays, but in the end, they took that opening set 7 games to 5. But that second set just flew by.
It did indeed. It's one of these things that we've seen quite often in paddle. You have a first set that's really tight, and then everything changes in the second. It's one of these things. It's not as momentum always carries on as it.
A couple of early breaks. The Stingrays, Jensen playing really well. They're improving a lot on that first set performance, and after that 5-7, 6 love, we went to a super tiebreak, the first, because there were none on day one of competition. And in that super tiebreak, again, it was tight early on, but San Diego Stingrays, with a really impressive performance, a good comeback win against an LA Beat side that are in action again in the first game. They could still make podium day, but they would need to win in straight sets.
Very difficult, but even just taking a set for the Beat means that they are probably going to pick up some points here in San Sebastián. So they have to keep on that momentum and look to finally get a win in their opening match today. And in the men, it was Tolito Aguirre and Alvaro Cepero for the Beat, and they were up against Lucas Bergamini and Jairo Bautista for the Stingrays. And once again, we saw a very tight opening set, 7-5 it fell for the Stingrays, with Bergamini, the Brazilian, getting his rhythm going, wasn't he?
Well, Tolito hit some incredible shots. He was fun to watch. There we see, always plays with plenty of energy and a huge smile on his face, but it was a straight set win. A very good Bergamini, who's making his debut this season in the PPL. Of course, we saw Jairo Bautista in action in Miami back in June in the inaugural event, but 7-5, 6-1, and a very good day at the office for San Diego Stingrays, who won both the women's and the men's double game.
Yeah, exactly, and Bergamini showing why he is one of the top players in the world. Really complete game, isn't he? And Jairo really complemented themselves very well. It's going to be Maxi Sanchez playing alongside Bergamini today when the Stingrays are back in action, and they will fancy them chances perhaps of securing a place on podium day. I think they've got a really, really good chance, actually.
Well, they took 9 points in the men's doubles, 9 points in the women's doubles in Miami, so looking to improve on that performance here in San Sebastián. A good straight set win, 7-5, 6-1 to Bergamini and Bautista.
Okay, and our second clash of the early session. I was going to say the morning session, but by the time we started, it was well into the afternoon. It was the Houston Volts against the Cancun Waves, and once again, it was a really, really tight match. Not just in terms of games, but in terms of literally every point was contested. And the Volts came out 7-6, 6-4 winners against the Waves, but my word, every game either went to a goal point or to 30.
It was tight. It could have gone either way. It's like flipping a coin. Scythe and Lower started strongly, but we've seen this quite a lot in the PPL. Every single match is very competitive. Even the ones at N6-2, 6-2, there are plenty of gold on points. So taking that first set tiebreak, Caparrós and Barrera. Caparros was hitting some big winners. And then in the second set, again, it was tight. I actually tipped the Cancun Waves to win this, and it looked like in that second set they could mount a comeback, but in the end, the Volts, who maybe didn't play their best paddle in the first game.
Got one. The Volts had just enough energy to take it over the line.
Early, Paul. It's too early. Well, the Volts supercharged. You're going to say no. The Volts claiming that straight set win, 7-6. 6-4.
There was the frustration for Marina Lobo.
They did so well at Miami. Still, they'll get some decent points here.
And then on to the men, and it was Maxi Arce and Loco Agustin Torre, and good win for Arce and Torre against Pablo Garcia and Alberto Trabanco. It was 6-3, 7-6.
Well, Agustin Torre making his PPL debut, the Argentine, moved from tennis to paddle. This is the highest stage he's ever played on, and he was excellent alongside Maxi Arce. Now 2 Argentines together, and Cancun Waves have depth on that roster. They have 4 very good players on the men's team. They can pick and choose. They opted for Maxi and Agustin. As for Pablo Garcia and Trabanco, again, they will feel hard done by because that tie-break was tight. Trabanco playing really well. Garcia, 2 big hitters. They dominated the net. But there we're seeing the Argentine celebrating a key break. And in the end, they deserve the win.
Yeah, they played really well. And once again, Maxi Arce. We only saw him play 1 game out of 3 in Miami, but we saw he's got plenty of talent. And Loco, it has to be said, once again, mixing his shots, mixing it up, lots of power, lots of determination, and yeah, a good win for the Waves, which means it's not turned into a bad, even though they're not going to be here on podium day, almost certainly I would say, but it is not a disastrous week for them in San
they've been
Sebastián.
picking up points, and after a really good opening event in Miami, they're going to pick up some key points here.
Okay, and then New York Atlantics and the Las Vegas Smash started off the afternoon session. There was no Adi Sanchez
until the evening session.
It was a long one, wasn't it? I think
it was thrilling, though.
It went to nearly 2 hours. Andre Ustero and Tamara Ricardo against Marta Ortega and Sofia Arujo. In the end, it's the Smash who just brought it over the line there. 5-7, 7-6, 11-9 in the super tiebreak. And those scores do not lie about how close it was.
Also, they raced into a 4-love lead in that first set. They were pegged back. In the end, they managed just to hold on to take that opening set 7-5. Then we had a tiebreak that led to a super tiebreak. And in that tiebreak, they had their chances, New York Atlantics, but give credit to the former world number 1, Martina Ortega, the Portugal number 1, Sofia Arujo. They battled back, and they then carried the momentum from that second set tiebreak into the super tiebreak. At 9-9, it could have gone either way. There was a net call, and in the end, they just pipped the Atlantics. So congratulations to the Las Vegas Smash for that 2-1 victory.
Exactly, and that set it up for the men's match, which saw John Sanz and Juan Tello for the Atlantics against Gonzalo Alfonso and Javier Barahona in the men. Another really entertaining match. They had to work hard, the Atlantics, with 6-4, 6-3 win, especially in the first set.
Yeah, first set was really tight. It was 6-4. I remember in the second set, it seemed like it'd be over quickly. They raced into a 5-1 lead, but that first set was really close. Alfonso Barahona were fighting hard, and you can see in paddle sometimes, in the space of 2 to 3 minutes, if you switch off, you lose a couple of back-to-back points, you make a couple of unforced errors, suddenly you are trailing. And that's what we saw in that second set, 5-1. But that was the match point. He hit a couple of really good shots here. Watch this again. Look at this little dejada here into the net. What a way to win the set and the match.
What I did like about Las Vegas, however, is the way that Javier Barahona, who's normally a big hitter, controlled himself, cut out unforced errors, and that was one of the factors that meant that John Sanz and Juan Tello really had to work hard in the match. They've got a fascinating tie against Alex Arroyo and Inigo Joffre. That's going to be last on court here in Donostia this evening.
Well, Flow Rider Goats, of course, for the defending champions, winners of the Cities Cup last year, and Osoro playing again, though we did see Delphi Brea on the team bench. So great news for one of the favourites for the title. I mean, Osoro played outstanding. Gemma tried too. Guinart and Iglesias had their moments. At 1-1, they had a golden point. At 2-2 in the second set, they also had a golden point.
What was interesting about the Polar Bears, obviously they lost 6-1, 6-2, but they started both sets really well. As you said, it was 1-1, had a break points, missed them. It was 2-2 in the second set.
Had 2 break points.
Had 2 break points and missed them, and all of a sudden they just seemed to lose it. And also it has to be said that Gemma and Aranzazú upped it a gear.
Yeah, they always seem to, I wouldn't say the word isn't coasting, but they always seem to have a couple of extra gears. And, you know, Guinart and Iglesias will be in action later on today. But Gemma and Osoro showing just why they are probably the favourites here in San Sebastián. Now,
we've not got confirmation yet, but we're 99.
Are looking, I mean, unless there are like 6 loves today, because things could change on the final group day here. Of course, it's podium day on day 4. Got Brilliant, Triay and Osoro. And that was followed by another lightning, and there was lightning.
In every sense of the word.
And Augsburger, who then took on Huete and Pincho Fernandez after what was a brilliant win for Triay and Osoro.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about the men's game right now. It was Mario Huete and Pincho Fernandez for the Toronto Polar Bears. As you say, Pablo Cardona and Leo Augsburger for the Flow Rider Ghost. Interesting, just before this game started, there was a story published in the press that Augsburger and Cardona are going to separate for other tournaments. So their partnership in the PPL is going to continue, but they're going to go their different ways.
We see that often. You see, I mean, you even see here, you know, rosters change, players, you know, switch partners, and there we're seeing there's a bit of an electrical storm here, but it was wonderful to see, you know, the lightning on the outside, the atmosphere here inside this venue.
It was electric.
And, I mean, the crowd were brilliant too, because when they won those 2 games in the second set, the crowd here were going wild. Now you can see it's dark here I mean, the court is well lit, had the lightning on the outside, and it was just a thrilling game of paddle. Now, the 6-love, 6-2, I don't think does justice to what we actually saw in the final game of day 2.
What we saw in the first game, just before we had a few problems due to the rain, it was the and the electric storm.
That was fine. That was a momentary pause. The music was out, the lights were on.
But what we saw is the first half, I think Florida, the Toronto pair just tried to hang in there, didn't they? And then they decided in the second set there's no point in defending. Let's go for it. And they actually won a lot of points. They put a bit of pressure on the goats, but it has to be said, Hausberger and Cardona were absolutely outstanding and closed it out 6-love, 6-2. They missed the final. They had to play for 3rd and 4th in Miami because they dropped a set. But it looks now as once again like the women as if they are going to be playing for the title tomorrow, unless something very, very special happens today.
There we see the women's division, Flow Rider, Arkansas Matrix, Houston, San Diego, Las Vegas, just on the cusp of qualifying for podium day. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be decided today on day 3. Unfortunately, Toronto, they still have a chance maybe to pick up some points. Miami, Cancun, a lot could change on podium day, but we're looking at favourites, Flow Rider Goats, I think, on the way to the title.
They're the favourites, but once again, it's going to be really hard to decide who gets that second place in the final. There's the men, the Flow Rider Goats, at the moment sitting very pretty. But let's remember, San Diego, Miami, New York, they've all got to play today. The big advantage for Flow Rider is 100% set wins, 73% win on
they are
games.
Definitely
so
part in the championship game, Paul.
Someone would have to be unbelievably good if they were not to make the top 2, I think, at the end of today.
And Toronto, Los Angeles, Los Angeles could pick up something, perhaps, in the opening game of the morning here. I mean, there's still a lot to play for. We've been talking about how this system works. You've got the Cities Cup at the end of the year, that is mid-October. So everyone's trying to pick up enough points to qualify. But I think now, Paul, it's time for our picks.
Yeah, there was a mixed bag yesterday. So first of all, LA beat against Houston Volts for the women. I like the beat yesterday. I'm going to go with the beat for the women.
Going with the beat, only because they bought him coffee this morning. Caparrós and Barrera.
And for the men, I'm going to say Tolito and Pablo Lijo will take it home. I'm going double B.
I'm going to say García Trabanco. I'm going in the opposite direction, Paul.
Gives us something to argue about later on. San Diego Stingrays against the Polar Bears, which is our second matchup of the early session.
Biceda and Jensen.
And Maxi and Lucas Bergamini for the men.
I agree with you, Maxi and Bergamini.
Yeah, I'm going Versteda and Jensen, Maxi and Bergamini.
So we agree on this one?
We do indeed. We're going San Diego Stingrays. They've got a chance for the finals. Miami, Las Vegas, Vieira against Jess Castillo, Marta Ortega, Sofia Arujo. Difficult to see past Ortega and Arujo, perhaps, unless that long match took it out.
Araujo.
Yeah, we'll
100%.
go with that. Okay, Miami, once again, it's Gus Tapia.
Yeah, Chingoto Tapia. I think they're unbeatable.
We reckon they're probably going to get the place in the finals. And New York against Arkansas. New York, once again,
I think they're going to bounce back.
Yep, we think they were good enough to beat Arkansas.
Definitely.
Yeah, Patty did really well in the first game.
Patty Bear played really well.
New York women.
Here, Ustero Ricardo and John Sanz and Juan Tello.
Yeah, and the New York men, yeah, I'm going to go men again. So there you go.
Looking forward to day 3, Paul.
I am indeed.
Stay with us.
Feliz día y bienvenidos al tercer día de nuestro recorrido mundial con el Pro Paddle League para la temporada 2025. Estamos en directo de San Sebastián, aquí en el Club de Tenis de San Sebastián. Yo soy su presentadora y hoy tenemos un día lleno de acción. Empezando la jornada, son 2 equipos eléctricos, los Los Angeles Beats contra los Houston Volts. Y ahora es tiempo para presentar el primer equipo. Los Los Angeles Beats, con mucho ánimo, denle un gran aplauso. Martina, Fassio. Bárbara son los Houston Bulls. Un gran aplauso para ellos. Marta, Caparros. Marta, Barrera. Pablo García. Alberto Trabanco. Ahí están los equipos. Disfruten de este primer partido.
Hay que ir rápido, dicen. Vamos a ir rápido, ¿vale? Para empezar. Vamos, chicas, ¿eh? Foto, ¿no? Sí, sí, sí. Tengo logo PPL o en letra Pro Padel League. El logo Pro Padel League, vosotras. Logo, elegís, restáis, vale, muy bien. Buen partido, buena suerte y a darlo todo.
Hello, welcome here to what will be the opening game of day 3 in San Sebastián, the Pro Padel League. A lot to play for here. We're going to have 8 matches throughout the day in 2 different sessions. Now, the evening session will start no earlier than 5 o'clock local time here in Spain. It's just gone 10 o'clock Central European summertime. We've got the Beat against the Vault. The Beat looking to bounce back from a loss. They're in action on day 2. The Vault looking for back-to-back wins and perhaps qualifying pool for the final.
Yeah, so the Beat actually looking for their first win this season in the Pro Padel League. Bárbara Las Heras and Martina Fassio played very, very well in the first set yesterday against Jensen and Barrera. Maybe just paid the price, but just lack of decisive finishing, almost finishing off some points in the second set and the super tiebreak. But they're up against Houston Volts, who were very solid yesterday. Marta, Caparros and Marta Barrera. Some decent hitting from both of them. So, well, I've gone for the vote. I've gone for the beat to win this because I think they're improving. But the Volts are going to fancy their chances because they know that if they can win this, they are going to be here almost certainly on podium day tomorrow.
There was Paul giving all his pre-match analysis when the only reason he wants the beat to win is because he wants that jersey. You've been going on about that beat jersey ever since Miami.
The man told me he's going to bring some to Guadalajara in a few weeks for our third event. So I'm looking forward to coming back with a full suitcase, Eric.
Bolts, you were saying, they were. I mean, when you look back at the first event that took place in Miami, you had the Cancun Wave, the team from Mexico, surprised everyone. The Volts could be that team here in San Sebastián.
Exactly. Obviously, over the course of the season, everybody will play everybody. But sometimes the draw favours you, and you get a day. Maybe you have an event where you have possibly, in theory, two easier rivals. You know, you don't have to play Triay or Arantzazu or Del Fibrea or Ari Sanchez or Ustero, and you might think, well, this could be the chance for us to really get to the podium day, get a lot of points on the board, and do ourselves a big favour, at least thinking about our trip to New York in October for the Cities Cup.
Well, a lot at stake. Every point could be key because, of course, you're going to have some franchises that will take maybe 100 points. But you could still qualify as the 8th, 7th, 6th placed side. And then once you're at New York, there are always upsets. It's about qualifying. Now, of course, the higher you are in the ranking, you get placed in two different groups. And in theory, on paper, you have an easier path to the main event, the final. So, two teams that are on the cup that could qualify. Maybe not in the top 4 or 5, but we would be saying throughout there are 8 teams that will qualify. 2 will miss out. Cancun Waves were one of the clubs that missed out last year. The other, the Stingrays, and I think those two, unlike last year, will qualify. The 2 teams that did qualify last year could miss out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So the Stingrays, we reckon they've got a very good chance of making podium day as well after winning their opening match yesterday against the Beat.
Also, if you do lose, you need to win as many games as possible. If you can win a set, even better. Because, you know, we've been saying this, there was a club that missed out on the final. They did qualify for podium day because 4 clubs qualify for podium day. There is the 3rd, 4th playoff, and then, of course, the final. Well, the Flow Rider Goats, Cardona and Leo Ausberger, missed out on the final in Miami because they dropped one single set. They won both of their matches, Paul, but they lost a set. And we heard Cardona in a timeout go, we can't do what we did in Miami. Let's not do tonterías. Let's not be silly. Let's close out each and every game. And they've done that. They won their matches in straight sets.
Obviously, it's not always about your fault not winning all your sets.
Also, credit to your opponents. But sometimes, you know, you can't afford to switch off or relax. You think, you know, we're winning 5-0. Okay, we might drop our service game or lose 2 or 3 games, but we're going to win the match.
Could be important. Could be absolutely important in your standings come the end of the regular season. So, decent Saturday morning crowd here in San Sebastián. It's slightly hazy, but a little bit better weather forecast than we were
crowd
expecting.
Is going to get bigger and bigger. The evening sessions are sold out. We keep saying this, there are less and less tickets available. There are very, very, very few, like a handful of tickets left for today, and even less for tomorrow, podium day. So come here, buy them. You can also get them at the Corte Inglés. Go to the PPL website and snap up those very few remaining tickets for this group stage, final day. 8 games to look forward to. Paul and myself on the English feed on PPL. We have Javi and Pete commentating in Spanish. Flick between the two.
So one of the things that impressed me yesterday about the Volts is you look at Marta Barrena, another one of the up-and-coming generation, just 19 years old, 169, so she's not the tallest of players. But tell you, she can hit the ball really hard, can't she? She's another one of those solid hitters, and obviously Marta Caparros,
they played
another
really
one.
Well together. Really, really well together. I mean, they won their game. 7-6, 6-4, beating the impressive Sofia Sainz and Marina Lobo. Perhaps an upset because the Cancun Waves did qualify for podium day in Miami. So that straight set win puts them in a very good position, because if they can pick up a victory here, and if they do it without dropping a set, I think they will be on podium day in that final against the Flow Rider Goats.
Yeah, that'll be
some challenge, some test.
Okay, we're all ready to get going. First match of our morning or early session here in San Sebastián. It's the beat against the Volts, and it'll be Bárbara Las Heras to get us underway. Always serves first, Barbara.
Quick recap. 2 sets. If it is tied, it will go to a super tie break to 10 points.
The way with a slightly long serve. And Martina Fassio, obviously born in Pamplona, but parents are from Argentina. That's well played by Barrera, love 15.
0-15.
Nicely returned there by Marta Caparros, and just goes a little long there from Bárbara. Sometimes it does take a while for players to get into these opening sets, doesn't it?
Maybe less on day 3 than on the first day, because of course, you know, you come to a court, the climate has an effect on how the ball, you know, travels through the air. The speed of a court also changes because of the altitude where the venue is. So we are, of course, at sea level. But yesterday, you know, there's a bit of rain in the evening, so a bit of humidity, which slowed the court down a little. And also, the temperature starts off here around about 17 degrees, and it goes up, like it did yesterday, to 29 degrees, and dropped again to 17 in the evening. And that temperature also affects the pace of the game. And the players have to adapt, which they do at every event worldwide. But here we're indoors. It's a state-of-the-art court also. Adidas, we saw last season. The preview, exclusive preview. San Diego was the first time the players played on this court at the Cities Cup in New York. So excellent playing surface, an excellent event. And here we are in Spain for the first time the PPL playing in Europe.
Up here in the Basque Country, 15:30. It's a decent lob again. It was very hard to get the ball past yesterday, Barbara. Really played very, very solidly. They just need to be a little bit more effective, I think, in their attacking shots sometimes, the beat.
30 iguales.
All. Good high lob. Difficult one close to the glass. Well played by Barrera.
30-40.
Right down to feet, so break point.
An early break point, one of 2 opportunities for Caparros and Barrera.
Net.
That serve.
Good lob.
Taxing it really well.
Well
really
played,
clever.
that's good.
Really good. Didn't generate enough power. Caparros to trouble the beat.
So
Straight away, Fassio, you can see darting forward in a great position to hit the
Al
winner.
resto, Marta Barrera.
So our first game starts off with a golden point, obviously. What it means next.
Winner takes all.
Point wins. Some players like it, some players don't. We were talking to Barbara before, and she says, I don't really like the golden point. It just makes it a little bit more of a lottery.
I think it's. I actually think it's great for the game. I think for the fan, it's definitely more drama. Puts more pressure, of course, on the players too.
Oh, he got a bit lucky. Bill recovered.
Scoops it back into play.
Good winner.
What a lovely winner there.
Of course you like it. Of course you like the golden point more when you win it.
Fassio puts away the volley. And we saw in their first game yesterday, Heras was outstanding. Fassio made a few more unforced errors, especially of course in that second set where they were completely outplayed, dropping that second set 6 games to love. But the Beat are a team that are improving, and if they can continue with this progression, I'm sure they could qualify for the Cities Cup.
Yeah, I think that's got to be their aim, hasn't it? There you go. There we are. These are images live from San Sebastián. People still taking their early morning stroll. The
Early morning swim. I'm going to be there tomorrow morning. We're starting at midday tomorrow, Paul.
We are indeed.
We're starting a bit early.
People go swimming here in all year round. Water out there at the moment is 5 degrees centigrade above average for this time of year, which is ever so slightly very worrying. But
you can tell we're British. All we ever do is talk about the weather.
Lovely, like a mill pond out there in La Concha. That's
better from Caparros.
Yeah, that's what she's very good at.
15-0.
15 love.
Good flat smash. Kick up.
Well, I think that shows as well that the court, we've been talking about the conditions. It is a bit cooler at the moment. But the conditions show that smash, that it's not exactly slowed down to a snail's pace.
No, we were hearing also, speaking with Patti Iguno, and she was loving the court as well, the pace. She's not the biggest of hitters as well. She used to be the biggest of hitters, of course, because Patti's been around for quite a few years. I don't think she mind us saying that. I mean, she's a veteran here on the PPL, and she was, hitting smashes left, right, and centre, clearing the sidewall and the back wall.
Oh, that's topspin as well. So 15-30, that last smash, however, went straight into the back wall. That gone a bit long? It has indeed. So 40-15. Looking to serve out the set here, Marta. They're both Martas, Marta Caparros and Marta Barrera. Well blocked. Really good block volley there.
40-30.
40-30. Another closely contested game. Well played. She just gets a touch in it. I think she went into the net as well.
Houston balls.
Here in Padel, you can actually make contact with the ball when the ball is on the other side of the net. As long as the ball has travelled to your side of the court, for example, hits the back glass and travels back to the opponent's side of the court. And what is a really good shot is if you can get the ball and hit it down into the other side of the net. That's how Santh won the match last night.
Well, a question of backspin, isn't it? Martina Fassio serving now. It's 1-1.
That's perfectly weighted, the volley. Punch volley there. Barrera has been playing really well alongside Caparros. You can see over, you know, on that vaults bench there is it's been a really good turnout. In fact, there's been a good turnout on all the benches.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's players come along who haven't played a match, but
We've
still.
got Julia Polo, for example.
Yeah.
You know, for the beat. She's been here training. We've seen her walking. You know.
I thought Julia might have played today.
We'll ask her. We'll ask her afterwards. But she was here with a coffee first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Whilst her teammates were out warming up. We saw Delphi, for example, who, of course, picked up an injury earlier in the week, rolled out, but still turned up last night to support her teammates in action. When you hear the players speak after each and every game, they say it's like a massive family. I mean, they spend so much time together.
Oh, you see that in the players' dining room.
Yeah, and they can't do that at any other event. Play your game, you go to the hotel.
Actually,
hang around.
To be fair, yesterday I was having a little bit of lunch in there.
And where are you now? That's where you disappear to.
And basically, there is a little thing to separate the press. And Vera Verceda said, "No, take that down," which is very nice of her. So, 30-15. Just got a wee bit long there from Martina.
You're not Scottish, we means a little. Also means something else as well. Well played, excellent. Came back there by Fassio.
Into the net, unfortunately, because it was a good, very good rally. 15-40 though. 3 break points.
They won a golden point on their first service game in the set. Need to send this game to another golden point.
Quite a long serve there. And there is a break of serve. Well played at the net there by Marta Caparros. Good little volley that, because it went down very low there to Fassio, who couldn't dig it out. Once again, little break, chance for more fans to come into the stands.
Siempre tira globo. Y te va a tirar un globo. Dale, y se separa también, Se separa y tira globo.
Well, listening there to Caparros saying we're seeing Fassio maybe rely too heavily on the globo, on the lob, which is a key shot in Padel. And, you know, I'm prepared for those globos. If we keep attacking Fassio, she'll be sending up those globs, and we can capitalise.
Caparros. Si lo tiras más rápido, no tanto.
And also, I mean, Barbara's saying maybe, you know, when we play the ball to Caparros, the faster the ball travels in her direction, the less time she has to
So it's basically saying the opposite, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't give her time on the... Barbara there, I see Barbara almost as the experience, certainly amongst the women there, she's sort of the slightly older than the other two. And she is like the elder statesman, which sounds very harsh, but the voice of experience in that team.
And also a player who has played higher up in the rankings. Had it not been for that knee injury, she would be top 20. She is battling her way back, but you know it takes some time. You know, also because how the system works.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to pick up those points and climb up the rankings. She's loving this because she's playing against the best players in the world, and you can see now she has rediscovered her best form.
Anyhow, Marta Barrera looking to consolidate the break.
$15-0.
15 love.
I tell you what, Paul, we're very lucky. Our director, Danny, has just joined us here. Are you going to commentate, Danny? No.
No. Who's directing?
Now, yeah, who's directing, Danny?
There's no one driving. Trying to hold the net here, Bárbara and Martina. Well played, Martina. Fassio.
Brilliant, Fassio.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it? You try and dominate the net, you don't send over the globos, and that gives you the opportunity to hit this sort of winner.
And just look at this volley. It's all about the angle. Caresses that ball over the net and into the fence. And if it's sliced into the fence, more often than not, it will drop dead. If it's hit with topspin, the opposite occurs, and that is something you want to try and avoid. You only really use topspin in paddle.
On smashes.
Yeah, for a smash, to get that kick off the back glass or even the sidewall. So
Very good lob.
You do take some shots on the rise. Normally it is a ground shot with a bit of topspin.
Great. Sorry, that point there, won basically by Bárbara Las Heras' lob. Couldn't really get it back effectively, Caparros, and there was Fassio to finish off the point. Slack there, that backhand, 30-all.
Well, we thought this could be a really tight game. In fact, we went in opposite directions. I opted for Marta Caparrós, Marta Barrera. Backed Fassio and Las Heras. We knew it would be tight. Both of their games were tight. A super tie break in 7-6, 6-4 in day 2 here at the PPO in San Sebastián.
Which is thinking about podium day. Well played. As you say, the Volts did concede a lot of games. If they want to play, I think, the final for first place, they probably want to win this without conceding many games, which I don't think they're going to do. We'll see. Just adds the drama and the calculations to the last day. Well played.
Victory in straight sets for the beat would see them finish above the Volts. They would have won and lost, but the beat would have won 3 sets, and the Volts just 2 sets from their first day win. No sets if they lose in straight sets here. So the beat go into this knowing they could finish above their opponents if they beat them in straight sets. If they beat them 2-1, then it will go down to the number of games won.
Okay, we'll add that. We'll look at that at the end of the day.
I've got the calculator out.
Yep.
I've got the
Anyhow,
pen,
meanwhile,
the calculator, the abacus. I'm ready.
Golden point. Chance to break straight back. It's a good Vibra.
Clever lob. I mean, look how they regain control of the net. Caparrós now and Barrera.
Wanting to stay back there, the beat.
Can't really get forward. I mean,
and in
they're
the
under
end,
a lot of pressure. And that was a good shot behind the service line. Not too fast enough to allow it to hit the back wall, hitting it first time. Maybe not the right shot to hit. And it's 3-1 now to Caparrós and Barrera.
yeah, had to work hard for it, but consolidating that break. 3-1 they lead. And it'll be Bárbara Las Heras to serve again for the second time in this match.
Cero 15.
15. Tolito watching. Again, the vaults looking to keep the beat on the back foot.
They've got to try and get forward the beat.
Yeah, that was just a fraction short. Caparros is really tall as well. She is 183, I think, in height. 6 foot. Serve right on the line. But once again, good lob from Caparros just allows her and Barrera to step forward.
Parry there. Fassio. Now they're at the net. They need to take advantage. Getting each other's way a little, but that was good put away there by Bárbara. Took over the point because Fassio, perhaps it was on her side.
Well, that she is a little bit the leader on court.
There, for example, and the winner also.
Well, 30 all, they've pulled that one back, and another long game. That's a good smash there from Barrera.
So when you're
just at a nice height, though.
You tire. It's tough if you're always, on the back foot, like in any sport. Defending. You've got to try and counter. A good global, trying to get forward. Also, Chiquita, try and play it down to the feet, because we've played down to the opponent's feet. The only way they can play the ball is up, high, back over the net, and that gives you time to maybe approach the net. What you can never do is lose the net when you're serving.
Fassio puts in another good lob, deep. Got to the net to control it again.
So the height of the lob really important, because the higher the ball goes, the more time you have to get.
They needed that, didn't they? Needed a little bit of luck there. And that was, I guess it was more than a little bit of luck, to be honest.
And that one kind of like scuttled over the net.
Oof. So another golden point. It's our third in 5 games.
It'll be tight between these two teams.
It's very tactical, isn't it? Oh, that's got too much on it. So once again, with a struggle holding the serve. 3 games to 2 as we go into our next break.
Hicimos 4 puntos de remate a Caparros. Una madre y de
Están manejando mucho.
Sí, ya sé.
2 golden point wins on their 3 service games. They're broken on the other. They have really struggled to hang on to their service games so far, Beat.
Se quedamos atrás.
Pero en Lijó,
Sí, que subas.
Estuvo atenta ahí.
telling Bárbara that you've got to lead the charge. When you're hitting some good lobs, you've got to get to that net. After that second lob, if we continue to stay back,
They're gonna
cannon for that.
They're slightly bigger hitters, aren't they, Caparros and Barrera? So,
But they are comfortable in front of the service line.
yeah, no, they're Quite a well-balanced pair.
De hecho, habéis dicho que está bloqueando bien Martina, pero Martina se pega mucho y cuando Marta la tiene aquí arriba, le ha ganado todos los puntos.
Y anda variando por el medio, parita.
Caparros saying if we can put more pressure on Fassio, you know, I think I've won all the lobs that have been sent my way. I mean, on my forehand side, you know, hitting winners. So they've probably looked to pressure as much as possible Fassio, and occasionally, you know,
You've got to mix it around a little bit.
Bárbara, because Bárbara will gradually edge towards the centre.
And if you're not hitting the ball very often, when it comes to you, sometimes you just have to resist the temptation to try and do too much with it.
To do something, you know.
Cuadras a pista, por favor.
Marta Caparros serving once again. That's that lob that she does enjoy, doesn't she? She does enjoy a smash, does Marta Caparros. There it was, 15-love.
And again, the lob onto her forehand side. She hasn't been made to work much in this opening set, Caparros. Not as mobile as her doubles partner. Got to try and send those lobs to Barrera and the ground shots to Marta Caparros. See, I mean, it's easier said than done. Of course, normally a lob cross court. Great reflexes there, Heras.
Just a bit short.
I think she hit the net.
Yeah, 15-all.
But lacking power on the smash.
That was the problem for them yesterday, wasn't it? Especially in the second set and the tiebreak. It was.
I think they started a tire as well. You know, they took that first set 7-5, lost that second set 6-love, and then I think they just struggled physically in that super tiebreak.
$15.40, so 3 break points. Chance to get back on, well, at least level out that break. That went long. Yeah, well seen. That's well played. Once again, you leave it short, and Caparros is going to finish it off.
Chance here. break back. This opening match, day 3. There we saw, that was a shot to the feet of Marta Caparros.
Yep.
And instead of lobbing, which is what Fassio's been doing probably throughout this opening set, she mixed things up a little. Little slice, down low, wasn't even fast. And she wasn't expecting it.
So there you go, they get the break back. 3 games all in this opening set. Taking half an hour.
Came
Went very high.
Really lucky, Fassio. The one that hit the net and then that off the top of the frame. Again at the feet, Marta, and again. That was out, but much better, better. The beat in these last 2 games.
The 15. I think the thing is, you know that Barbara's going to be really solid. The big factor is if Martina Fassio can hit some winners, not give any gifts, then I think the beat have a chance. We'll get my T-shirt in Guadalajara. Just ran away
really
from her, yeah.
It was hit really well this occasion. I mean, there are times when you're going to have to send over those lobs. That was a tremendous hit. Bárbara Caparrós.
So love 30. Is that break, is that recovered break going to slip away very quickly?
No, we're going to see a counter break. Unless Sebastian Fassio can turn things around here. 3-3. Love 30 down.
Good angled volley there, just picks that one out very well. Good lob though.
So moving Marta, who sends over a high lob to give her time to get back to the net. And that's really unlucky. The joint between the glass wall and the cage. And sometimes that can come out at a 90-degree angle.
As it did there, basically. Just comes out almost horizontally at her. Lovely, lovely little drop volley.
Yeah.
Angles it. She's set 2 or 3 she's played like that. Goes really well. I thought Caparros was going to win the point with that. That's short. Well played once again. So getting into a winning position though, weren't they? And pretty close to the net.
That was a great recovery. That low volley was difficult on the backhand side for Bárbara Las Heras, and then taking an extra step forward. High to low, hitting the winner down the middle.
Once again, just runs away from us. So counter break for 3 as we go into our next little rest.
What Heras and Fassio maybe need to do is, we're seeing that ball travel fast, is as soon as you send over a lob, take a gamble, take an extra couple of steps forward, so you've got less distance to travel, got a better chance of returning.
Sí, la juega ante un rulo ahí, así y te queda. Yo creo que te tiene que pegar mucho más rápido, que llegue así.
Eso es para mí, esas 2 opciones.
But I say it's another one of those matches, isn't it, where every game is going to at least 30 points. There's no serves or breaks to love. It's every point is battled for.
Big credit to these two teams. I mean, they both know just how important this match is. For the women's team, thinking about podium day, but for the team, which is men's and women's, for the Cities Cup, because of course you combine the points from the men's and women's to qualify for New York. 16th and 19th of October, the Cities Cup. Prior to that, the exhibition at the Hamptons, 30th of August to the 1st of September. 14th to the 17th of August. That is in just over a month's time. Mexico, Guadalajara, the first time the PPL has travelled to Mexico.
Players back out.
He's happy.
Oh, there you go.
I love the way that she was like, oh, no, we're on TV.
Not everyone enjoys it.
It's me.
Por favor, guarden silencio, gracias.
Together.
Good effort.
There for Caparros. It was going to travel far. There is the coach. Now jots down every single point as chatting to Coach Conde. The mistakes made by each player, where the player was standing, the shot that was played prior by his player.
No, exactly. We'll play Bárbara playing that into the side. He went right down the side of the court. That's a bit short. Ah, no, it just jumps up like a bunny. And out it goes, 30-15. And well, in the end, they've served that out reasonably quickly. So 5-3. Bárbara serving now to stay in this opening set. Love 15. She's gone long.
So, but again, when you're scrambling and you're defending, you're scrambling.
Yeah.
There'll come a time when you just can't hit the right shot, and that's what's happened there. I mean, Fassio's scrambling one direction. He had Bárbara having to come across the centre to cover that full stretch on the backhand side, stooping low. Then it goes out, and they are in massive trouble. I mean, to think it was 3-3.
Yep.
broke back.
It's what you say, sometimes things can change very quickly. 15-30, a clever shot there from Fassio. Good lob again. Oh, that's well played once again by Marta Barrera. Caparros always fancies those smashes, doesn't she?
This time it's Barrera who takes over. That was straight at Heras, who perhaps could let it go past. Would it have reached Fassio? Probably not. And here you see, look.
Hits so hard that it actually twists the racket in her hand, doesn't it? Look at that. Power on that. Her racket goes whoomp. So, 3 set points. And there is the first set in 40 minutes. In the end, it ended up very quickly, the last 3 games.
Yeah, the last 3 games after breaking. Tie the game at 3-3. They then were broken. And Caparros and Barrera, who for a couple of games lost control of the net, regained control of the net, and are dominating here against the beat. So that is a key set, because it now means if they do lose here, 2-1, they will probably still finish above the beat.
Yeah.
If they beat them in straight sets, they have taken a massive step.
We'll see them again tomorrow if they win in straight sets.
100%.
We'll leave you with our window cleaning man for a moment.
Sacamos, ¿no? Y Mami, dale.
Oh, bit of Scully, DJ Scully, all the way from the US, Texas, I believe.
Tiempo.
Esta no bebió nada.
Comienza el segundo set.
Okay, already goes second set. Marta Caparros gets us underway.
Yeah, didn't have enough time to react, but again, Barrera. Now, I mean, if Caparros is hitting all those winners, you think, okay, well, let's throw those lobs towards Barrera.
But Barrera hits it
brilliantly
but Barrera was shown she's a big hitter as well. I think that's the factor, is that they've just got that little bit more power than the beat players. 30 love.
The fact that these two players play together regularly, I think, is it's a big plus, because they're used to playing. They know their weaknesses, they know their strengths.
Yeah, and they combine very well. I mean, they do actually combine very well as a pairing.
One is just inside the top 30, the other just outside the top 30. And two players, since teaming up as a doubles team, have been moving up the rankings. Really good serve. That just stayed alongside the glass wall, and a good service game.
Just look as if they're getting a bit of momentum going, doesn't it?
The tempo. This break, for example, they don't want.
No, you want to get...
You've just won that first set. You've won the opening game in the second set. You want to come back out. The same happens, you know, the team that have lost. You kind of just sometimes think you've got to get back out there and start playing and winning.
There are the stats from the first set. So at the end of the day, points won for 59% for Caparros and Barrera. Very even on the long rallies, which is surprising, but they were more effective on serve.
Yeah, I mean, 40% because, you know, they won 3 games and you had golden points on 2 of those games they won, so it could have been a lot worse. That first set scoreline of 6-3 because, you know, there's 2 golden points of the 3 played were won by Las Heras and Fassio on their service game.
So it shows that they were actually under pressure on the serve most of the time.
That's going to be me on Sunday, having a dip in the sea. It's going to be nice weather. And as Paul was saying, it's 5 degrees warmer sea temperature than last year. So I am definitely going for a dip. First thing in the morning.
You won't get little wrinkles on your toes when you go in.
I'll be in and out. I'll be a quick dip. Just we're here on the coast, San Sebastián. Work to do for the beat.
Venue employee just taking a little stroll around the back there. Okay, Bárbara serving. And love 15.
Really
yeah. Because it wasn't a bad serve, actually, because it was pretty tight to the side of the court.
And that is the rarest shot you will see off a serve. A return down the line. A driven return down the line. Really cross call.
That's well played, though.
Normally a lob.
Able to get into the net. Backspin on it. Died 15 all. Good little recovery lob.
Both players have come forward. They are both now at the net. And the vaults, again, they get lobbed, but again they get forward. And that just puts more and more pressure on the beat.
15-30. Once again, difficult, really tight. 30-40. Sorry, 15-40.
I'm not surprised you said 30-40. You've tipped Bárbara and Martina. You're trying to give them more points, Paul.
Family loyalties. Might have gone long, indeed it has. So it's 30-40 now. Still 2 break points, though. Well played, Martina Fassio, forcing a golden point. And well played, well held. 1 game each. Good determination there, just to stop that little slide. Just a fraction long.
Now the men's doubles team for the vaults have headed off to prepare for their match. They're on court next. It'll be the turn of Garcia and Trabanco against Lijo, who was rested yesterday. He will team up again with Tolito Aguirre, who we saw in action. The next pairing on this court.
We reckon that'll be a pretty quick fire encounter. Tolito and Trabanco players who certainly don't hold back. Oof,
Really
just
great
in.
contra pared. That was perfect from Barrera. And a really clever shot, not using any power there, Caparros. Didn't need to.
Didn't have much angle, did she? But 40 love. The thing is, as well, that's happening now is Caparros and Barrera starting to hold their serves with greater ease, aren't they? It's a little look there at where it bounces. But there it is, 2-1. Everything was served so far in this second set.
In the first set, the first few games were tight. Then at 3-3, they went up through a couple of gears and cruised to a 6-3 first set. Be careful, it doesn't happen again in this second set. These two are playing really well.
Yeah.
Ya, yo creo que... Vale, vamos. Vamos. No tenía antes. De verdad.
It'll be Martina to serve when we come back out. And I think they might try and put a bit of pressure on her serve.
Vamos con...
Venga, vamos, para ver. Vamos a divertirnos un poquito más. Un poquito. Estamos muy tímidas. Estamos sin disfrutar tampoco.
Well, that was just to quickly summarise what was said. Fassio saying, disfrutar. We've got to go out there and have fun. I think if we relax and try to enjoy ourselves, we will play much better. We've got to kind of forget the scoreline and just try and enjoy each and every point we play.
Yep. And they are a good bunch, aren't they, the B? They're a really friendly bunch as well as a sort of thing. You can see they all get on really well. Just goes a wee bit long there. Love 15.
Slightly more off-key, Las Heras today than yesterday. She only made one mistake in the first set of yesterday's match. First set, which they won 7-5.
Should get that. Oh, no, she doesn't. Once again, once again, I looked at it leave the racket and I thought, oh, it might be a bit flat.
It just builds up pace, and it's one of those ones that comes back off the glass even faster. This has been by far Caparros' best performance this season at the PPL. I would say this season. Stop.
Well played, very clever fake smash there from Fassio.
She was winding up for a big hit. And as you can see, I mean, the technique is exactly the same. And then you just pause. Cushion volley for the winner. Lovely lob over Caparros. Now they've got the net, need to gain it and win
Whee!
the point.
To you, to me, but no.
And there, Caparros is a bit frustrated because she left it for her doubles partner, who was kind of flat-footed.
It
also.
sort of moves, doesn't it, off the bat more towards Barrera, but I think Caparros a bit further. Yeah, I think it's Barrera.
It was Barrera's definitely.
Yeah.
Caparros also returned it, and she had a longer distance to travel towards the ball. Played Edas. Cover for Fassio.
Great lob.
Brilliant hit. This time Barbara's there, and again.
It's always easier, isn't it, to hit it on the forehand, that sort of ball in the middle.
It's the longest rally of the match so far, and that gets stuck up against the glass.
Wasn't a great deal she could do against that one. I think it would have just died down off the glass anyhow.
Huge point.
T30. Aye, well played though, down that middle once again. Dying at the back of the court, and it's another golden point, and that means, of course, another break point. Well played.
Brilliant hit there from Fassio. Her best smash at a key time. They hang on to their service game. The tie proceedings in the second set, 2-2.
The Caparros serving.
Got a bit upset, Caparros, in that earlier game. A couple of points.
There was that point where I think Marta Barrera should have gone for it, and then that one off the back glass where it basically went up vertically. But there wasn't a great deal she could have done about that, to be honest. Second serve. Good deep lob.
Do I have to start counting all the games won and lost?
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'm going to get a head start because I'm not too sure the tide has turned in this second set.
We've seen it happen so many times. Oh, that's unlucky.
Well, she got there. Barbara's saying, llegas.
She almost hits it with the side of the racket rather than the face. So at love 30, that might have got very interesting indeed. Just coming in a bit too quickly, I think, perhaps there. It was well directed.
The risk, though, you've got to take. I mean, you've got to try and get control of the net. It was a good, deep lob. It was a really good return there from Caparros, still jotting down everything. And then they watch the game back on video to analyse the movements, the shots, positioning. So you learn more from a defeat than you do a victory.
Yeah, but you only take so much education, can't you? 40-15, that was nice. Virtually unplayable, that serve.
One of the better servers on the women's circuit, Marta Caparros.
It's again really difficult to deal with that. Should get to that one though, Barbara. Oi, oi, oi.
Well, what a shame, what a shame. Just a bit. We're serving the second set. And they played really well in that service game, but they came out of it with nothing.
Yep.
Es como que quiero tirar el globo perfecto y al final si me queda corto, no sé qué tal.
Oh, saying Barrera that there's sometimes I'm thinking I'm hitting good shots, but maybe I'm just lacking a bit of height and distance on some of my lobs. I think it's allowed them to capitalize and attack.
Vale. Sí, pero ahora sí, ahora sí.
Venga, ahora, Yo creo que estamos mejor ahora.
You're playing better at the moment.
This is our moment. This is our time. We're playing better. Let's make it count. And they are playing better.
Yeah, yeah.
First set.
Vamos, Barbie, un buen saque ahora, Un buen saque, las novenas, con paciencia.
Hacemos el saque y nos quedamos.
Vamos, Vamos arriba, por el lado, vamos.
Barbara's partner is a coach.
Oh yeah, in Valencia there he's got an academy. Sat behind it.
He was giving instructions too.
Got badly damaged in the Valencia floods at the end of October. I think they've got to manage to turn it around though. Just
slowed down at his hit the side fence, but then again, you didn't expect it hit the side fence. You'd probably run 2 yards further forward, Martina, and they got held up.
Of 15. Wow. Nothing you can do with that one. When it does little squirrel run across the top of the court.
I'm going to jot down every time you say the name of it.
Close to nature.
And the weather.
I'm English.
There's that magic book.
Companion Peter keeps with all the results and all the scores. Very neat handwriting as well.
Yeah, Pete, yeah. I look back at my scribbles and it's like, who won? But we use Pete's. Pete's a pro player commentator on the Spanish live feed of the PPL. Great tactical analysis.
Wow.
That just rolled at the feet of Marta. That's the way to go. Down at her feet.
30 all.
Had just over an hour in this opening match on day 3, the final group stage day of this 4-day event here in San Sebastián.
Well played, Fassio. Slightly weak there, Marta Caparros on the return.
Both of these two teams with an outside chance of qualifying for podium day.
The Volts have got a better chance.
They've got a better chance unless they lose this match.
If they want to have a chance of getting into the final for the title, they need to win this set and win it in straight sets.
Yeah, 2 sets to love. You could even see a 4 or 5-way tie between teams that win and lose one match.
The thing is, next up is the Stingrays, who also won. But they dropped a set, so if they win this in straight steps, that means they will be ahead of the Stingrays in the pecking order.
But then, if the Stingrays, okay, hear me out, Paul.
Go on, yeah.
If the Stingrays lose to the Toronto Polar Bears, they would have won one, lost one. Toronto would have won one, lost one. The Beat win here, they would have won one, lost one. Houston would have won one, lost one. You'd have 4 teams tied.
Ah.
Yes. Get the abacus out.
And then, of course, you would then need the Miami Padel Club to beat the Splash. Not complicated.
The one thing that's guaranteed is that the Flow Rider Goats will win the championship match.
I think that's
right
very
now,
much.
Yes, because they've dropped too many games, Houston Volts. So even if they do win in straight sets, they would be behind the Flow Rider Goats on games lost. I'm keeping track.
We'll bring you as well all the updated info at the end of the session.
It'll be a lot easier once the morning session finishes because some teams could be out of the running.
15:30.
Well, a couple of unforced errors in this service game.
And 3 break points.
The 1 break in the first set, but they were broken twice. Las Heras and Fassio, they've got a break point opportunity now in this second set. It's a key one, it's 3-3. They were broken at 3-3 in the first set, which they lost 6 games to 3. Now 14-15, the big smash. That's a good hit.
Has got the legs on it.
By Caparros.
30-40.
Well, we've seen plenty of those from Marta Caparros, but still facing more break points. Still have to face another break point, but it's a golden point.
2 break points saved, and this is a key point, isn't it? Because you see this sometimes. You have break points, you lose them, and then it goes.
Third break point for Fassio and Las Heras.
Oh,
gets a bit of luck. Scoops up. Oh, what a parry. No, Fassio. That was. She had plenty of time there. I think her arm just seized up. It was one of those ones where it was an easy volley. You just didn't want to make a mistake. And in the end, just look at this.
I mean,
99 times out of 100, she would not miss that shot.
That's a choker, isn't it? That's a real killer point. She knows it as well. She's really frustrated by that.
Vamos ahora, ¿eh? Y niño. Se ha escapado, ¿eh?
Vamos ahora con buenos saques y luego el resto.
Se nos ha escapado. We let it slip through our fingers. We missed the opportunity, or opportunities. 3 great points. And
say the first 2 were really well defended, but the third one was there.
The third one was there for the taking. But it's honestly, it's one of these ones where it's like the racket just suddenly weighs 10 times more. It's like when you're playing basketball and you're on fire, the hoop just seems to get bigger and bigger. It's like you're shooting into a bathtub. And then when you're under pressure, it just gets smaller and smaller. You can't score for the life or for money.
Oh, choker. Really unfortunate there. That would have...
Well, would have turned the game on its head. 4-3 and 7.
No, it wouldn't just turn the game on the head. It could have turned the whole tournament on its head for the who plays what against whom tomorrow.
Well, Las Heras. Okay, we missed that opportunity.
Go
Now
for the
we
next
have
one.
to win our service game and then look to break our opponents. Let's see how they come out after that disappointment. It's going to be Martina Fassio to serve, trailing 4-3 with serve in the second set. Of course, down 1-0.
So far, if everyone keeps on, this is heading for a tiebreak. Plenty to be played still, though, in this second set.
Boy, the shout from Las Heras. Again, taking over the vast majority of shots, even the ones down the middle, which are on, I wouldn't say her weaker side, because she's a very good player. Well watched there. Well watched. Had to readjust. Barrera.
Love 13. Do you know, from having a chance to go 4-3 up, they could find themselves 5-3 down and having to break to stay in the match.
Well, I have to
turn this game around very quickly.
Can't dwell on that missed opportunity. That is what Barbara was telling her doubles partner. Might have been going out.
I was
leave
thinking.
it. Barbara said leave it.
I thought there was a call there, yeah.
A brilliant hit.
As you're saying, Barrera, 169. But
well, she's powerful and her timing is perfect. It's all about timing. All about timing. Look at Andrea Ostero. I mean, Andrea Ostero is a huge, huge hitter.
oh, that's a nice shot as well.
Little chip and charge. Take control of the net. Good lob over Barrera.
It's difficult though, isn't it? Caparros and Barrera controlling the net. Barbara defending stoutly.
Good pick up. Little drop shot. Get there. The backhand. What a rally.
Oh, well played.
And they come out on top, the beat.
Well played, Barbara. She was holding the fort there, wasn't she? And in the end, her perseverance won the point.
But still have to face
3 more break points.
at least. They might not need to defend all 3. And that the Volts could take the game and take a massive step towards not just winning here in the first game of day 3, but qualifying for the championship match on Sunday.
Well, she got away with that one, I think, Fassio, hitting Caparros, because I thought it might have gone long. 4-30-40. It's 2 break points saved. Into the net.
There's the war cry, there's the break.
So they'll have to break serve from Caparros, who's a good server.
We're seeing deja vu, Groundhog Day. 6-3 the first set at 3-3. Everything changed. 3-3 in the second set.
That one's a doozy.
Again, 5-3. Oof. Yeah, pick that one out.
15-0.
Oh, great shot. Really drilled down to feet, unplayable.
Don't just focus on the shot. Look at the movement of the other player on the team. Normally on a string, you move forward, you move backwards. One gets pulled to the left, you have to pull towards the centre to cover the centre of the court, and also the opponents. See the two players move forward there for the beats at the same time. Get caught out with that excellent shot down the middle.
That is a screamer.
And I do think on this occasion, Bárbara Las Heras, who was covering the tram line, and that is the second time we've seen her beaten with the shot down the line. Four match points. They need just the one.
Game over, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 6-3. 6-3 for Marta Caparrós and Marta Barrera. Second win in the tournament for the Houston Volts women. Second win in straight sets.
Yep,
we will see them tomorrow.
7-6, 6-4. They beat Sofia Saif and Martina Lobo of the Cancun Waves. And now they have just won again in straight sets. A really good performance, Caparros and Barrera. And I think they've done enough, and I think they know that they've done enough to qualify for the championship match.
Will it be for the championship match? Well, we'll still have to decide
My
that. But
tip right now, I know there are still more games to be played today, 7 in total.
No, I mean, they've got, bearing in mind that the smash dropped a set, so they can't beat their record. I think just looking down. Yep, the Stingrays dropped a set, they can't beat it. The Atlantics lost, they can't beat it. The only people who could maybe beat them would be Bea Calderi and Patti Yaguno, but they're playing the Atlantics. What?
There you go.
So I tell you what, this is going to go right down to the end. It's going to go down to the wire.
Which is why, also, there will be a team. There will be one team who would have won a game and lost a game who will qualify for podium day.
Exactly, so.
Because Patti and Bea, they could win 2 games. They won their first on match day 1. They could win on match day 2. They would join Flow Rider Goats in the final.
But if the Smash win, that would be 2 wins. So.
But they dropped a set.
Yeah, but they.
Patti didn't.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yep. No. We're going to speak to Javi now, who's talking to the winners.
Pues con las chicas de Houston Volts, con Marta Barrera, con Marta Caparrós. Enhorabuena, chicas. Un aplauso para ellas, para las chicas de Houston, que se han llevado la victoria en un partidazo, chicas. Bueno, Marta, lo has pegado todo. Ha sido un partido fantástico, os habéis combinado fenomenal. Ayer hablamos y hoy volvemos a hablar. Son buenas noticias para vosotras. Enhorabuena.
Muchas gracias. Nada, lo primero de todo, agradecer al público por venir. La verdad que es un placer este lugar. Como dije ayer, estamos disfrutando cada día que estamos aquí, así que gracias a todos. Y nada, gracias al equipo nuevamente por confiar en mí. Y nada, veremos la tabla, a ver cómo quedamos y esperemos seguir disfrutando mañana.
Te voy a preguntar, Marta, mañana muchas posibilidades de estar ahí. Vamos a ver por qué lucháis, pero bueno, ya es un premio enorme estar en esta PPL luchando por lo máximo aquí en San Sebastián. Enhorabuena.
Bueno, lo mismo que ha dicho Marta, la verdad que siempre que venimos a España es un placer jugar aquí porque lo echamos mucho de menos. Y bueno, lo mismo que ella, agradecer al equipo, estoy súper contenta de formar parte de los Houston y bueno, no sabemos si mañana jugaremos, si no, tenemos que esperar la clasificación, pero esperemos mañana poder hablar contigo de nuevo.
Pues enhorabuena para las Martas, para Barrera y Caparros, que se lleva la victoria. Seguimos aquí en la Pro Padel League.
Sunday. Stay with us. More to come. PPL, San Sebastián.